Hello and welcome back to a new video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I like to set up my macOS terminal. So if you open your browser and go to ghosty.org, you'll find this page which says that Ghostty is a fast, feature-rich, and cross-platform terminal emulator. So I really love Ghosty because it's simple, easy to use, and it's really fast. So to download Ghosty, hit that download button and go and choose whatever option you like. I love the package manager approach, and it allows us to install Ghosty using Homebrew. So I'm going to copy this command, open the original macOS terminal, and paste and hit enter. So it's going to download Ghosty for us, and we'll be able to use Ghosty in just a minute. Okay, now so that Ghosty was successfully installed, let's open and see how it looks. And hit open. Okay, this is how Ghostly looks when you first launch it, but this is not the final appearance, I promise. So let's get some cool configuration that I already use on my Mac OS. If you go to github.com/Carvalho's and add the just subdomain in the beginning. I'll leave the link in the description, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll find my Ghosty configuration for version 1.2.3. So this is Ghosty dash version. This is Ghosty version 1.2.3. So if we get the raw file here, okay, copy, and if we get back to Ghosty and hit command comma, we can get the terminal configuration. So I'm going to just erase that and paste the configuration that I've just copied from my GitHub. And I'm going to hit save and get back here, and I want to do a reload configuration, which is shift command comma, but I'll just do it right here. Okay, and as you can see, it got a little bit better looking, but there's one thing that we need to do here, which is to close and reopen the terminal, because in the new configuration I have something that hides the title bar here. So if we close it and open it again, as you can see, we have a way better looking terminal. But that's not all. Let's go and like Mac OS usually comes with ZSH as the default shell. So to make sure, you can echo $shell. You can see that we use ZSH. So one cool thing that we have for ZSH is my ZSH. That's how it's called. So if we get back to our browser and search for my ZSH, okay, we can go to my ZSH here, the first link, and we're going to choose the install my ZSH option. So we're going just to copy and paste this command in our terminal, and let's paste it here. Hit enter. It's cloning my ZSH. Okay, so this is what we see when we first install my ZSH, but trust me, that still doesn't look good. So we are going to use a theme for my ZSH. It's called Power Level 10K. So if we Google Power Level 10K and hit enter, we are going to go to this GitHub repository. I'm going to leave all the links in the description below. Don't worry about it. We need to go to the fonts section to install some fonts. I really like the recommended font, Meslo Nerd font, which is actually batched for power level 10K. So if we scroll down a little bit, we need to download these files. So let's get those here, download them, and okay, let's go to the downloads folder. And okay, so on each file we need to click install. So we need to open the file, hit install. All right, next one, install. All right, so now that we've installed the fonts, we will get started with the power level 10K installations. So if we go back up here and choose the installation section, and we're going to install it for all my ZSH. It says we need to copy and paste these commands. So let's copy this one. It's going to clone the power level 10K repository into our ZSH custom themes folder. So we hit enter, and we need to open the .zshrc file and find the line that sets the ZSH theme and change the value to this. So if we open, if we do that, ZSHRC, and find the line for the theme right here. So let's change that with the power level 10K theme. So we hit colon WQ to save the file and exit. And let's open a new terminal by hitting the Command N keys. And we are going to go through a configuration wizard. It's super easy to use. It's going to just ask you a few questions, and you answer yes or no and configure the look as you like. So instant prompt mode. So okay, let's check the instant prompt, what it says here. So the instant prompt is, it says that if your ZSH RC loads many plugins, or perhaps just a few slow ones, for example, PyEnv or NVM, you may have noticed that it takes some time for ZSH to start. So power level 10K can remove ZSH startup lag even if it's not caused by a theme. This feature is called instant prompt. So you get a prompt instantly, and it somehow like works in the background to get like all the other things are running. So it says you need to explicitly enable it through p10k configure or manually. It does what it says on the 10, prints prompt instantly upon ZSH startup, allowing you to start typing while plugins are still loading. So yes, I like that. And apply the changes, yes. Okay, so now that we have got our terminal here, I think it looks much better. So let's try some terminal commands here. So we have a function provided by the OhmyZSH framework, and this function is called take. So take is basically a function that allows you to create a directory and instantly cd into it, change directory into it. So for example, my new dir here, so I just hit enter, and that's pretty much equivalent to if you like make a directory, my new directory here, and then my cd into my new directory. All right, so that's much easier. So if this directory is a git directory, so we hit git and git init, so we have initialized an empty git repository. As you can see here, we have the shell showing us that this is a git repository and we are on the main branch. So for example, we can use some shortcuts provided by OhmyZSH, such as let me check. Okay, so if I just use the letter G, it's going to understand that it's an alias for get. So if we say which G, so it says that G is aliased to get. So for example, one thing that I usually do every now and then when I'm working on a new feature, when I'm fixing a bug, which is to switch to a new branch. So let's try this one. So if I use get checkout, and as you can see, we have the GCO and as an alias for get checkout. So we can say GCO-B, that's a new branch, feature hello world. So we've switched to a new branch instantly. So OhmyZSH is full of great features like these. It's full of plugins for Git, for other features that you can use for Python, for Node.js, Docker, and many, many more. You can check out the documentation on GitHub. And before we end, I'm going to show you two more tricks that I use on my daily basis. So usually you don't use one terminal when you are working on something. So you usually have multiple terminals or multiple tabs that you are switching back and forth to. So one cool thing that I have configured here in Ghostty is that you can have terminal splits. Command Shift K and Command Shift O, that is going to create these splits for us. So Command Shift K is going to split the terminals vertically, and Command Shift O is going to split them like horizontally. And you can use the Option key going up, left, right, whatever you want to move between the terminal splits that you have. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.